Good. Oh, I've got my producer and director. She's choking on a all-round short crust butter pastry. Good morning, each and every one of you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you got up to. What did you do? What did you do this festive weekend? Can you believe there is only now one more weekend until the big day itself? We're of course talking about Christmas. Are you all ready? Are you all prepared? Have you done all your shopping? Is everything sorted? Have you got the food ordered? Are you hosting? Are you going to somebody else's? Are you skipping Christmas this year? I'd love to hear from you. We spent the weekend away for my mum's birthday. It was her 60th this weekend, so we had a wonderful one. I think I've pretty much finished. Everyone always stresses me out because I leave my Christmas shopping until like mid-December because I never know really 100% what to get them, and if I ever do my Christmas shopping well in advance, they always end up saying, "Oh look, I bought this the other day," and it's probably almost like what I bought them. So I think I may as well just hold off until it gets to it and then get them something as a bit of a surprise in the lead up. So I managed to get all my shopping pretty much sorted. The issue with me, well, it's not the issue. The thing is, in our family, we've got a very my side of the family is very small, and I would say 80% of their birthdays are also in December. So it's like all of the birthdays plus all of the Christmas presents. It's all at once. It's a bit of a busy month, to be honest. But let me know what you got up to. Have you got all yourself sorted? Maybe you put the tree up. Maybe it's all done now. Oh, Ethan, did you and your mum put the tree up, Amanda? Great, tree's up. Our lovely Amber spent the weekend in London, and she was on stage. Well, she was at a concert, and the camera captured her in the crowd, and she's now famous. Paparazzi follow her in this morning. Wow. We've had a wonderful start to the day. Stephanie's been with you for the first 3 hours. She's been gilding, she's been crafting, she's been doing Monday morning madness antics as she does. And she even shared the dogs with you as well. She got brand new little puppies. I'm going to have to keep that quiet though because I think it's a surprise for Mel this evening because of course Mel will be heading back to Stephanie's this evening. So I'll try and keep it quiet. Everyone must do the same. Don't tell Mel. I'll say that and Stephanie will tell Mel as soon as she walks through the door. Does she already know? She probably does. We think she might do. Okay, well, if you did shop for any of those shows, especially the last one, please do make sure to get your baskets checked out. It's been a really busy day here so far at Highlight Crafts, and in the run up to Christmas, we weren't quite expecting to bring you another launch, but guess what? We do. We have one right now. This is the brand new metallic Harmony paints from Cadence in your quintessential contrasting colours. It is your pearl, your copper, you're going to get your gold and your silver. Four brand new colours, a sneaky little release just to slip in before the end of 2025. This, I believe, will be the last release of a brand new range from Cadence now for 2025. Of course, what we've have ordered in from November up until Christmas now, the only things you'll see on shows could be a back in stock, but this will be the last release of a brand new product, and it's coming to you today at pretty much just shy of being half price. It is a fabulous deal. It's only $14.99. I'm going to tell you all about this paint as we go into the hour, but if you want to get your orders in and placed and checked out, I would suggest doing so now so none of you miss out, okay? Because all of the previous launches that we've had from Cadence in the last probably 4 or 5 weeks, I would say majority of those have sold out, and whatever is left of some of them is very little. We've got some of the matte metallics on left from what was launched, but again, so much. Even the cream foil and bond that was on last week, that was back in stock, that sold out. We've had stuff come and go very, very quickly. The last Harmony set we had launched, that sold out during the show as well. This is an opportunity for you to get yourself a brand new set of metallics, which are different shades from the other ones that Cadence has shared and what we have shared with you from Cadence. And this is your chance to get them. So to introduce you to the team of today's show, I do have Ethan on cameras this morning. There he is. There's him in a wave in his gloves. And then we do have Amber, producer and director, celebrity, joining us for the show. And I'm David, and I'm going to be taking you through the next hour or two, should I say, 2 hours here at Highlight Crafts for Makeover Monday. Now, Makeover Monday is a show that we bring you for 2 hours every Monday. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's two. When we've got a brand new launch, I'd like to spend at least 2 hours with you as well. So you can get all of the details of the product, and lots of you can join and be invited into the show. We upcycle, we renovate, we play with the products, we show you how to work with them, but most importantly, you get to see how to use them. And as well, you can get in touch with us during the show and ask me anything about the product. If you want to go, David, mix it with water, mix it with this, mix it with that. I want to see how it works on this or on that colour. Tell me, ask me, and I'll do it, okay? I love to hear from you. It's brilliant. So if you've not joined us for any of the shows before, and I'm sure most of you have, but if there are any of you that are new to us here at Highlight Crafts, or maybe you just hopped on for the morning and you want a quick refresher, this is how you shop with us. It is so easy and simple to place your orders here at Highlight Crafts, especially during the live shows. Now, the way that it works is we use a streaming platform called Spree. And you'll probably see it down in the corner. It says powered by Spree. And what it is it's a brilliant service that enables you at home to be able to join us on a daily basis for our live hours and actually shop and craft at the same time. It's quite unique. Now, if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram, they are two of our social media platforms that we come to you via our live stream. Now, if you're joining us on either one of those, in the comment section underneath is where you can get in touch. Let me know, of course, what it was you did do at the weekend and what it is that you got up to. Maybe you're wrapping your presents while you're watching. I don't know, maybe. So, in that comment section is where you can get interactive and talk to each other as well, not just us. And we'll have a little look, see what's going on. But also as well, that's where you do your shopping. So every single item that we have out on the counters for you today, you'll see a detailed description on your screen. And now within that description, there will be a shop code and also there will be the price displayed as well. So for example, your brand new metallics, you'll see here at the top of your screen, it says there Shop Harmony for £14.99. So if you want to get those in your basket today, it is Shop Harmony. Now all you need to do is type that, sorry?
Your mic's recording.
It's red light on. Sorry, Ethan just pointed out there's an issue with the microphone. Can everyone hear me at home?
Yeah, they can hear you. You're just recording. How'd you turn the record on?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Sorry everybody. There you go. Amber's just sorted it out. Ethan spotted I had a little red light on me. Sorry about that. Thank you, Ethan, for a good spot there. Okay, so where was I? Shop Harmony. So if you want to go for an item on the show, you quite simply type in the shop code. So always type the word shop, followed by the code that's applicable or appropriate to that particular item. In this case, it is, of course, Shop Harmony. Now, as soon as you've typed that into the comments and you've pressed enter and entered that comment, automatically that item will reserve in your basket. Okay. Now, along with doing so, it will also send you a direct message. It's all automatic. As soon as you receive that direct message from us at Highlight Crafts, that'll pop up in your messenger, in your inbox where you message family and friends. And then again, that will be from Highlight Crafts and it will say, click this link to check out your order. It's a secure link that takes you directly to the Highlight Crafts website. Just click on that link. It'll fire you straight on over. You'll land at the website and you will actually see your basket filled with all of the items that you shopped for during that particular show. So it's a unique space for you. Now, along with all the items being sat in that basket, you can still add to it. Okay, you can still add items to your basket and build that basket up. Feel free, have a look around the website. You'll see the outlet. All of our latest deals, exclusive offers, all that sort of stuff will be there available for you on the website, so you can still check those out as well. But just before you do check out your basket, please make sure to log into your account. It's really important that you do so for your benefit and purely your benefit only, is that you are going to get free postage when you spend £35 and over. If you're a Highlight Crafts Club member, you're also going to get discounts off every single purchase you place. And along with that as well, you are going to build up points. Those points build up in the background. You can use them on anything that you want. Now, along with all of that, today, we've got something special running for you. Is it this here, Amber? Let's have a little look. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you. From Saturday, the 13th, so Saturday just gone right up until Boxing Day, 26th, we are celebrating Giftmas. Okay, I used that word. I think they ran with it. Quite like that. This means that for every physical order that you make, when you spend £30 or more, you will receive a free gift from us here on the house from Highlight Crafts, specifically tailored to your order. How fabulous does that sound? So of course, if you're ordering in a Cadence show and you've got some painty products, you could get some brushes in there, you might get some cardstock to paint onto, you could get a stencil to put your paint through. There's going to be a variety of items, but also it does need to be a physical order, so something you've physically got coming to you in the post. If you've shopped for downloads, it won't, of course, be included because there's nothing being posted out to you as well. For any orders placed after Friday, the 19th of December, your free gift will be a downloadable product, just so we can make sure you don't actually miss out on that. And it could be anything, okay? Let's have a look. So it also excludes any download orders only, gift cards and items shipped solely by external suppliers. So if it's something that's not actually distributed by us here at Highlight Crafts, then it wouldn't be, of course, included. But for anything else that you're shopping for during the show, especially during this one, £30 and over, you are going to get a free gift. Now, what I would be doing at home is thinking, right, okay, so if I spend over £30, I've got a free gift coming to my house, and it could be anything. And Sam's picked them all out, and they are very, very good. I'm just going to say that. There's some in there that have got quite a bit of value to them. But if you spend £5 more than that, you're going to get free postage. So you're going to get it all sent to you for free with a free gift. How good is that? Honestly, it's brilliant. Right, we're going to get into it though, okay? This is your brand new paints. Now, Cadence launch paints throughout the year, most commonly at the start of the year, but they do tend to bring out a few new launches in spring, summer, and there is a couple that come towards the end of the year as well. But the big ones are going to be again next year, but this is brilliant. We've got for you a set of metallics. Pearl, you also have copper, gold, and you do have your silver. 4 brand new shades of colour, different in shades to your previous ones. You've got almost a pewter with this silver. Look how beautiful this is. Now, this took just about 2 coats to fully cover this little plaster statue here, and it's dried with almost an airbrush finish. You have then got your gold. Now, this here is a wonderful warm gold. It's not an antique gold. It's not a vivid gold. It's a warm gold. I absolutely adore this colour. You then do have your copper inside here. This is this is like a new penny. And you can see these were plaster white ornaments that I've then given just a couple of coats of paint so you get that full coverage. You can see how glorious this coverage is on here. And then you've got your pearl. Crisp white pearl, giving that wonderful gloss of iridescence and touch of mica. Now, these 4 paints together, they should be £27.96. That's what you would usually pay for the bundle of 4. Of course, you get your club discount off that, bringing it down just a couple of pounds maybe. But no. We're launching these in December, just before Christmas, so we thought we'd give you a treat. We thought we'd still give you a brilliant saving. Now, I thought we might have done them for about £20. I was thinking maybe £20. I thought Katie might have done about £24.99, then I would have swayed her to 20 quid. She's done them for £14.99. £14.99 for 4 brand new colours. That's unbelievable. Now, metallics are usually between £6 to £7.99 a pot. You're getting these for just a couple of quid. That is unbelievable. Honestly, just over £3 a pot inside here, and you're going to get your club discount as well. That's unbelievable. Please do bear in mind, of course, that these paints are going to go on a variety of surfaces. So they're going to go on paper, wood, metal, cardboard. You can actually paint them onto fabric if you wanted to. They're not recommended for dishwasher use, or of course put them through the washing machine. But you can use them on a variety of surfaces. There is tons that you can do with these paints. Stipple with them, blend with them. You can see how the coverage of these paints just looks so luxurious. Metallics are our favourite here at Highlight Crafts. They always will be. But getting them for a great price, well, it's even better, isn't it? It's just absolutely brilliant. Shop Harmony for £14.99. You can shop on the website as well. And you can be watching us on YouTube. Just make sure wherever you're checking out, you've got these in your basket. Now, these come into 59mm pots. So, between friends, 60mm. Fully intermixable. You can see the consistency of these already. They are wonderful. Now, just before I do go through all of the items on the counter, shall we quickly head on over so you can see these paints just in action, which we can do here at Highlight Crafts. But we're going to come right back here because I've still got all of this to take you through, and we've got 2 hours to do it. So just before we get into it, if you're thinking, I want to see these paints before I pop them in my basket, come with me and we'll have a little look at them. And as well, please make sure to get your comments in because I will be answering those during the show. I think the iPad, quite a bit of battery went because we had an influx of comments about Stephanie's little doggies. So that will be coming in time as well. Oh, and I do actually have a cup of tea. But let's have a look at these paints. So I'm going to start with, let's have a look at the copper first. This copper is a beautiful shade. These 4 colours, again, £14.99 for all 4 of them. I'm going to pop some of that copper. Look at that paint there. Look how pearlescent and bright that paint is. That is wonderful. Absolutely stunning. Now again, picking this up, look at the coverage. even onto black cardstock there. So I'm just going back and forth with my brush just to give you an example. Oh my gosh, look at that. That rich luster that you get is gleaming from the surface. That is beautiful. That is just one of the shades inside here. That is magnificent. And you can see that copper there just radiating off the surface of that cardstock. Again, I've chosen to use black card to show it you for the show so you can see it clearly, and also as well you get a much better impression as to the perseverance of a paint like this. But it dries quickly as well. Even if I were just to grab the hairdryer, look how fast this dries. Straight on the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. 5 seconds and it's dry. Dries in 5 seconds. This paint is crazy. It's absolutely brilliant. If you want a metallic paint that's all water-based, it's going to go onto a variety of surfaces, and you want it to dry in 5 seconds time, that there is a paint for you. Imagine being able to say, yeah, I can paint you this, but don't worry about the drying time. You've got to leave it overnight. Just 5 seconds. It's not even half a minute, not even a quarter of a minute. Let's have a look at some more of the colours, shall we? Got my brush here. I'm just going to sit that in water. I'll wash them during the hour. Let's have a look at the gold, okay? Pop some of this gold, and this is what I would call a white gold, okay? A white gold is what I would traditionally call this because it's got a subtle hint of a cream base to it. So again, let's take this one here out, smooth coat all the way across like that. In fact, I can make this go even further. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. It's like I'm painting with just like a liquid luster. Again, I'm going to bring my hair, but look at that before I dry it so you can see that enamel topping. Look at that. This paint is a dream. It is wonderful. Now this, you will know of course your harmonies. I bought you those the other week. This is now your metallics selection of harmonies. You've had your box sets. 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to turn that off. And again, we're already dry. It's honestly brilliant paint. 10% of it has already, oh my goodness, 10% has already gone, everybody. I mentioned to you this earlier. The metallics are the new paints. If you're watching the show, you've not bought these before, okay? This is a new selection of paint. I'm going to grab just another brush, another flat brush from down here. It's already really busy, okay? So I'm going to take some of these, take the silver, just to show you this. And this is literally what I would describe as a pewter polished silver. It is wonderful, but look at that on there. I mean, wow. That, again, you can see all of those shades now coming together. It is a dream, absolute dream. And then we do also have for you the pearl. I'm just going to grab a smaller brush to do the pearl. Let's have a little look, take some of that pearl just from here. There we go. Take a little bit of that. And this is like a wonderful, what I would do as a top coat onto many other colours in a thin layer, but it just gives you that wonderful finessed sparkle. If you didn't want to introduce too many colours to a project, but you wanted a sparkle somewhere, use pearl. And then you've got all of those shades just there for you. Those colours are a dream. Look at that colour palette there. As we just mentioned, these paints dry in ridiculous speed time. You're talking seconds to get your paints nice and dry. Again, I've just painted that pearl out now, so let's give it our 5 seconds. And I can start from the, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was rather quick. And already, look at that. It's dry. This paint dries in seconds. It's unbelievable quality. I love the stuff. I really, really do. You could then be painting all of your cardstocks with this and die cutting it if you wanted to make your wonderful glimmer die cuts if you wish. You could mix it in with aquastone to make your glazes. You could mix it with resin if you wanted as well. You could paint resin with it. I've got some plaster objects I'm going to be painting for you during the show. I've got some frames. I'm going to do some blending through stencils. The blendability through a stencil with this is superior. It glides so, so well. But please, if you want to get some wonderful new metallics, these are the ones to go for. It is a semi-matte, so it has a slight gloss to it as well. In fact, I'll read you the bottle. It's a water-based semi-matte finish acrylic paint, heavy pigmentation. I love that that's within the first sentence of this product, is that they've put heavy pigmentation in there. That's key to quality, okay? A smooth texture for use on all paintable surfaces. You want to shake it well before you use it. Colours may be intermixed as well. And they say to give it only an hour's time to dry between coats, but if you've got a hairdryer, I always speed it up and do more. 1 to 2 coats is recommended if you want in full bold coverage as well, but it's a metallic that will do both for you. Right, I'm going to go back to the counter now, so come on with me and I'll show you what else we have out there for you, because there is lots and lots of you shopping during the hour as well. Okay, so come on with me. Let's see what else we have. So as mentioned, the metallics on the show today, these are your brand new tones. This is Shop Harmony. It's £14.99. You're going to get in there pearl, copper, gold and silver. Wonderful shades, 59ml bottles, all intermixable, fully water-based paints to come to you for a great value price. The price does not reflect the quality at all. We're able to do you a great pricing here at Highlight Crafts, and I'm so fortunate to be able to share that with you again and during this particular show. Shop Harmony for those. Right, okay, let's have a look at some more, shall we? We've got our matte metallics down here. Now this selection here is your neutrals. This was the latest collection of matte metallics launched here at Highlight Crafts. Really busy for when these launched. You're going to get 8 colours in total, 8 new shades of your matte metallics. Again, great for decorative painting with Stephanie's technique. You can use this as full coat coverage. You can water it down, you can create a nice blend with it too. There is a real variety, but also you can use them alongside your harmonies. I'm going to show you during the hour using them together to create a wonderful finish on your projects. That there is Shop Neutrals. £39.99 is all that you're going to be spending to get yourself 8 brand new paints. 8 paints in there, that's brilliant. 50ml bottles, should be £55.92. We then have for you down at the bottom, we've got your opulent selection. This is £39.99. This is Shop Opulent to go for this selection. Again, this was our back in stock due to popular demand selection of paints. They are absolutely wonderful. Now, if you missed out on these when they first launched, it would be a great opportunity for you to get them. Sorry, I just wandered away for a second there. I'm going to show you these brushes now because these are brilliant. That was Shop Opulent, £39.99. Now, here we have for you, this is brilliant. I'm so glad we've got it back in stock. Now, these brushes have flown in and out of stock more times than I could begin to even remember. Now, what you've got in here is 4 sets of the same, which is just, it's a crafter's dream. It absolutely is. Now, you're going to get your large flat brush in here as well. This is your 3-inch, okay? You're going to get 4 of those. You're also going to get 4 of your 2-inch, and you're going to get 4 of the 1-inch. That is, oh my goodness. You have got, 4 of each of those. You're going to get 12 brushes in total. How fabulous is that? Now, I would pay probably around about $8 to $9.99 for a brush that big. I probably would pay about $7.99, and I'd be looking at about $6.99 for one of those. You're getting 12 of them for £22.99. That's ridiculous. All of these brushes, I'm going to lay them all out for you so you can see them. This is what your craft desk is going to be like. Let's get all the large ones so you can see all of these out on display. Have a look. Let's take another one just here. There we go. Another one here. Now, these ones are going to be great for your aquastone. You want a really soft brush for aquastone varnish. These are the ones to use for it. When Katie brought these in from Royal and Nicole, I said to her, I was like, these brushes are going to be absolutely brilliant for aquastone. She went, oh, really? I was like, yes. I said, this is what we've been needing for ages, and now we've got them for you. Just look at all this, though. All of these brushes. They do come in that wonderful gift box as well to display them in. That's what I keep mine in. But that there is a fabulous selection. These are, as I just mentioned, from the brand Royal and Nicole that we absolutely love sharing with you here. This here is what we call a value pack because it is far bigger value for money to go for it in a bundle like this. It comes to you in the box. If I opened that up on Christmas morning, I would be stunned. I would be so happy. On my Christmas list every single year since growing up was brushes, paints, anything I could use in my craft room. These are a brilliant shout, but look at all of that. Now, the quality of these brushes is something as well to discuss. You can see here the texture of the bristles, the way that the bristles will splay out, how they'll actually spring back to the unified form as well is magnificent. Now, if you want to do your exaggerated extra large decorative painting that Stephanie demonstrates here on a weekly basis at Highlight Crafts, these brushes would be great for it. Also notice how slimline they are. Now the wood as well for these, and this is a massive, massive key point to these ones. The wooden handle is varnished. So all of the wood is varnished, so it's non-absorbent. If you have a brush like this that's made of wood and this isn't varnished, the water can soak into the wood, even when you're painting with it or washing it, the water soaks into the wood, it goes right under the ferrule here where it's crimped into place and it will rot that glue. It can make it wet. Once the water's in there, it's trapped, it'll go damp. With this, it's a fully sealed unit. You have got it printed on there with the branding, all of the description, everything you need to know about those brushes is on there, and then it has been fully self-sealed. That is fabulous, and these are silky. You can see there, look at those, and they are an absolute dream to paint with. They're just luxury. They are, really, really are. 12 brushes in total for you. Shop Gold, £22.99. That to me today is going to be, along with the paints, one of my favourite items that I'm going to be sharing with you because they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Look at all that. That massive handful of brushes there, all of those, £22.99. Yeah, brilliant. And also, with your brand new Harmony paints, these are the sort of brushes you're going to want to use. Talking of Harmony paints, I do need to let you know, we've jumped up another 10%. We are now at 20% of the stock of these gone. 20% of the stock of your Harmony paints is now in allocation and has gone, okay? Please be quick. We've got 2 hours to share with you. I don't know if the stock will last the 2 hours, okay? With the way that it's going at the moment, we may not have enough for the entire of the 2 hours, but if you are just joining us, Shop Harmony will get you your brand new metallic range of Cadence paints for under £15. I can't remember this, I don't think we've ever done a launch at Highlight Crafts of Cadence with a selection of paints where it's been less than £15. This must have been the most best for value, inexpensive launch we have ever done. We've had ones where at £50, £100, £40, under £15, never seen it, ever. So this is the show to take advantage. Right, so those brushes for you, really busy on those as well. We're now going to have a look at our black card. Now this is 220 GSM, it's your Craftmaster black card. You're going to get a pack of 20 sheets of this for £9.99. Now this particular cardstock, it's heavyweight, it's durable, it's superior to paint onto. I've got some with me that's not in that plastic wrap, so I can just share it with you. You can see as well the quality of this is wonderful. It's incredibly smooth. It paints exquisitely. Now I love this for my 6x6 card fronts if I've done some stencil work on there. So I can make quick cards with stenciling on and it performs brilliantly with your metallics, especially your harmonies that are on today. If you want to go for a pad of this, you get 20 sheets in there. Now we were saying earlier, some craft shops you'll get a 12 by 12 piece of black card for £1. £1. It exists out there for £1 a sheet. So you'd be paying like £20 for that pad. You're going to pay £9.99 and you're going to get a club discount off there as well. So it's going to be even less. So yeah, take advantage of that one. If you've gone for your harmonies today and you've gone for your black card, you could also pop those brushes in there, take advantage of free postage and get a free gift on the house from us here at Highlight Crafts for Christmas, because we are celebrating a week of Giftmas, which I rather like. It's rather special to say that, isn't it? Right, okay, everybody. Shop Black, £9.99 for those ones. Now, we do have on the counter here in front of me your MDF boards, your MDF panels. These are just fabulous. I was so glad we started doing these. Now, you're going to get inside here 2 A4s. Okay, now when we first launched these, they were absolutely flying off the shelves. 2 A4s. You're also going to get 2 12 by 12s. And you're going to get 2 A3s. So you're going to get yourself here 3 different sizes, 2 of each. So you're going to get 6 boards in total. Now, this is Shop MDF. It's £19.99. These are great if you want to fill frames that are already to that size. So they're the generic size if you've got a 12 by 12 box frame, if you've got an A4 frame, if you've got A3 like these ones, so they would fit perfectly inside those, edge to edge inside the frame. If you want to do those, that would be brilliant. Also as well, they're great for mixed media. Of course, when you're using things like your paints, your stencils, your rice papers, layering up for wall art, these are what you're going to be wanting to use. Also, if you want your very own special paint palette and you've got your MDF board, it'll be with you for life. That's what I would recommend doing. You've seen mine. Shop MDF, £19.99. That's brilliant. It's a fabulous deal. MDF is one of my favourite mediums to work with in terms of wood in craft because it's so smooth. The way that it's been pressed together, it's already got that wonderful smoothness to it, so you never have to sand it down. I would never suggest sanding MDF anyway, but you just don't even need to. Right, okie dokie. We do have for you your Craftmaster grey board. Now, your grey board, it comes in a pack of 15 sheets. It's A4 in size. It's a brilliant quality, this one. I mean, Mel's used it on the Scan and Cut. We've used it in three-dimensional crafty projects. It's always good to have in stock, especially if you're wanting to make something with structure and strength with mixed media. If you're doing your deep dish dyes and embossing, this is great to use, especially if you want to create texture. Shop grey, £12.99 for that one. Great just to add into your basket. We've also got a product on the show which you can't be without if you're working with Cadence or ink pads for that matter. It is the cut and use foam. This is Shop Sponge. Now it's only £5.99 today. Now I stock up on a pad of this every now and again. I probably buy one of these every couple of months, and sometimes more frequently. But what I do with this, of course, you cut it down to size. I also love the smell of it. When I was a kid, I don't know why I'm obsessed with the smell of this. When I was a kid, lad, there's a few smells. I don't know if anyone else is the same as me. There's a few smells I'm obsessed with. When my mum used to go to the garage to get a car repaired or anything like that, we'd be sat there waiting, and the smell of new tyres, I was obsessed with that smell of brand new tyres. Also, the shop where we used to go before we went back to school in September that sold all the plimsolls and pumps, I loved the smell of that because the smell of the rubber shoes smell amazing. What is your favourite smell? What is your favourite smell? Amber, have you got a favourite smell? Not really. No, never mind. What about like something baking in the oven? No. Ethan, favourite smell? Wow, it was a great question. I'm really glad I asked.
Bacon in the oven.
Bacon in the oven?
Cookies.
Oh, cookies baking in the oven, Amber says. I love the smell of fresh bread.
I like Lush when you go past the Lush store.
Oh, the Lush store, all of the bath fizzes and all of that stuff. Yeah, that is a very fragrant shop. Oh yeah, I might go there. I've not been there for years. I used to love that. It's a very overwhelming experience. You go in and you've got like bowls of things everywhere and someone's rubbing butter on your face and it's like, oh my gosh, all I came in for was a bar of soap. But yeah, smells and scents. This smells really good. Anyway, as I was saying.
That's weird, David.
Sorry?
Fran, that's weird, David.
What's weird? Fran, it's not weird. It might be a bit weird. Yeah, smells I like. I love the smell of like cinnamon and spiced apple.
Sue, fresh bread.
Fresh bread, says Sue. Sue, completely agree with you on that. Freshly baked bread is one of the best smells. You know, in some places, some supermarkets and like places like Subway and stuff, they pump out an artificial smell of those smells to make you feel hungry. I didn't know that. Well, we were at this place and there was this like big speaker on the wall and it was pumping something out and I was like, what's that? And Luke went, oh, it's a smellitizer, it's a smell pod. I went, what? Pumps out a special smell into the room so it makes you want to have it. I was like, oh, right, okay then. So when you walk past a Subway and it smells really nice like sandwiches, it's actually just fake. Couldn't believe it. Right, okay, so Shop Sponge. This here is your Cadence cut and use foam pad. You cut it to any size that you want, whether you want it an inch square, you want big panels of it, whether you're blending with it in strips, you name it. You can get the most out of your paints with this. Now, it's got two sides. This side here is your really soft, spongy side, okay, this one there. And on the reverse is your really dense foam. Now, if you're going to use the dense foam, what you can actually do with this is you can heat it up with an actual heat tool. And as it gets really, really soft, it'll go really soft like putty. You can push dies into it. You can push buttons, embellishments. I want to put a house key into it. Pulled it off and then let it dry and it goes rock hard again like this. And then you cut it to size and you make a stamp out of it. and you've made your very own stamp. You could put it into put in some texture, and then if you want to actually go, oh, I don't want that anymore, I want something else, put the heat back on it, it goes back to its original form. It's unreal. But this is Shop Sponge, it's $5.99. Now I do have some other items on the show I'm going to take you through. We've got the wooden birdhouses, the wooden boxes. These are on the show. We've got a whole stack of them, $34.99. These were really busy when we had these on the other day, like absolutely flying busy. You have now got a full bundle of 6 of them, okay? Shop box, £34.99 is going to get you all 6 of these treasure chests, okay? Now they've got the fabulous joints on there as well. If I just start with this one, you can see these are really well made. Now you've got the edges. Ethan, would you know what you'd describe this joint as? Would you call it a dovetail? No.
Finger joint.
A finger joint. Oh, okay, brilliant. Thank you, Ethan. So I'm guessing like that. Finger joint. Fabulous. Thank you, Ethan. I always want to say dovetail, but they're the ones that flares off a little bit and it locks in so it can't come back out, isn't it? Ethan's brilliant on his woodwork. He absolutely loves it. It's got his own little crafty woodwork down. Now, with that finger joint on the edge of here, you can see these are not just glued together. They are actually built with true craftsmanship. On each one of these 6 boxes, you're going to get the chrome clasp that sits on the front-facing side. You then have your 2 chrome hinges alongside it, all with actual screws in place. You can remove these if you want to make it easier to decorate them. I've used one of those little tiny screwdriver sets you get out of a cracker to take these off. Great to have around Christmas. The screwdrivers, not crackers, even though crackers are great. You've got 6 here together. Now, this means you've got 6 different craft projects. You've got 6 different gifts. You've got 6 different reasons to have these in and around your home. Maybe one's going to have a gift inside it, then becomes a proper treasured item. I'm going to make a Christmas Eve box as well for you during the show today. We're going to rice paper one, then we're going to add our metallic paints on top of the rice paper, really jazz it up, so stay with me for that. We've got a wonderful show coming up for you. 6 of these, £34.99. Brilliant deal, and these were incredibly busy last time I brought you them. With talk of your wooden items, we do have these on the show. They're still at a fabulous price for you. You get a little bundle of these wonderful wooden birdhouses. Now, $9.99 is going to get you these. You're going to get 6 in total. They've got the little perch branch there just on the front. And then you've got this wonderful little unit. They are inside. You can start to put lights in here. Or if you are going to hang them out in the trees, they're just going to look wonderful, aren't they? They look great on a Christmas tree. Shop Bird, $9.99 for these. I do actually like them, just as they are, without anything on. But we've got some products on the show that's going to completely change these. For that one, it's Shop Bird, $9.99. I'm going to come to these little brushes in a while, but I've got something else to share with you. We have for you the Cadence Distress Paste and our wood graining tool. This wood graining tool and distress paste is a fabulous bundle. Okay, you don't want to miss out on this one. It's down to $8.99. Wait, should it be $19.48? Oh my gosh. Right, everybody. I think I've just found you one of the best deals on the show. This is your Cadence Distress Paste. You get 150 mils inside here. It is a massive tub. It goes so, I think the pot I'm using, I've had it for years. And then you've got your Cadence wood grainer. This is another fabulous tool. If you've never used this before, the tool on its own I think is about $8.99. That's bonkers. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's at least over a tenner. You've got those 2 products together there. This is Shop Wood, £8.99 for that. We're going to come and demo this in just a few minutes' time. I can't wait to show you that. It is a brilliant deal. You've got the rainbow side on here, which creates your wood grains. And then you do also have the texture bristles down that side as well. I can't wait to show you that. I'm excited. I want to show you how to use it with this product as well. We've then got you a wonderful deal with your Serious Paste and your Artsy Stone bowls. So you've got 2 pots here. You've got one with the large bowls in it. There you go, the plaster bowls. These create wonderful amount of texture on your canvases and lots of different projects. You've then got your super fine ones. Now these don't create static, so they're great in shaker cards too. You can paint them and add inks to them to add different colours and tints, but you are going to get a 250ml tub of Serious Paste. Now, seriously, that is a deal. We have those tubs on a great offer down to $9.99. The tubs come back down to $9.99 and you're getting the Artsy Stones for free. You're getting those for nothing. That is a brilliant deal. Please do not. I mean, oh my goodness. If you know anyone that collects Cadence, those two items are a brilliant price. This is a Christmas treat, this show. And we then do also have for you the Cadence liquid waxes. I'll be using these as well during the show. Shot wax, £14.99. £14.99. These should be £43.96. You've got a fabulous saving on this one. That's a massive, massive saving that you're getting today. Shot wax for these. What these are is they are a liquid tanning and stain for wood. You can use them on metal and other surfaces too. You've got a clear one in there as well, along with the green, black and the espresso. You can mix all of those with the clear to make your own tone and tint. But also as well, they are brilliant for just sealing in things like wood. So I'm going to show you how it works on items like this, which is going to be brilliant. I'm going to do a box with different techniques on each side. Shot wax, £14.99. I'm then going to share with you down here your Cadence tester pots. Now this, again, I'm sure is going to be a ridiculous price for you. Oh, look at that. It should be £41.94. You're getting in total 6 different strips of your Cadence hybrid acrylic for £8.99. £8.99. That is actually crazy. I can't believe that. Is that right? Oh my goodness. You're going to get inside that. Is that 32 different? Right, okay. So you are going to get, is it 32 in total colours? How many got? So, 24. How many have we got? We've got 6. Is it 6 strips in total? So we're just double checking. I just want to make sure I've got the right amount out on the table.
Yeah, 6 strips.
Wow. Oh my goodness. 8.
6 colours, I think.
Oh yes, there's 6 of them, and there's 6 on each pot and there's 6 in a strip. Sorry, it's Monday. There's 36 colours in total. Yeah. Wow. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. Maths and Monday. That's not usually a sentence I use together. You're getting 36 colours of Cadence hybrid paint for £8.99. 36 colours for £8.99. You've got to be joking me. This should be over £41. 36 hybrid shades. Now, hybrid paint goes on every surface you could wish to paint. It's machine washable, it's waterproof, it's dishwasher safe, it's food grade. It's anything you want to do with it, do with it. It's brilliant stuff. But you're getting in there 36 shades. Right, I'm going to take you over to the demo area because we have got lots to share with you during this show. And don't worry, we've got a wonderful 2-hour show to do it in. So we've got lots of time to demo, which I'm sure you're all excited to hear. Well, I sure hope you are, because we've got loads. I don't even know what to demo first for you. Is the iPad got some charge as well? Because we will read some questions out too. And if there's anything you would really like to see, if you want to see the wood grainer being used, let me know that. Let's get all your comments and questions in. Right, what I'm going to start with is those Harmony paints, which is the brand new item of today's show. Oh, thank you very much, Amber. There we go. Oh, there we go. See Amber in a lovely teddy coat there. It's a very cosy coat there. Let's have a little look. Oh, Jane Hill got some favourite smells coming through. Jane Hill says, our favourite smell of mine is old books. I love that smell. An old book is the best smell. Also, I love the smell of a brand new book, like a magazine. I love that fresh printed paper smell. Oh, Fran says, people have bread baking scent and coffee when they're selling houses. That's so true. I remember when my grandma and granddad were selling their house, and we nipped over, and she had a couple of viewings that day, and we nipped over in the morning, and she had one of those cafetières, and she had like 2 of them on the go, and the house smelled beautiful of coffee. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, yeah, you're making coffee? She's like, no, it's just so the house smells nice. Apparently, if it smells like something inviting, you're more enticed. Apparently, if you walk into a house, you'll decide within the first 3 seconds if that house is for you or not. Interesting fact. Don't know if it's always true. Let's have a little look. Pauline says, morning all, I love the smell of Christmas. Be it candles, wax melts or baking. Ties and rubber shoes? Definitely not. Sorry, Pauline, I know it's quite random. I just love that smell. I don't know what it is. Bread in the oven baking, says Daphne. Sue Turner says, lol, fresh bread. Yeah, definitely. I mean, fresh bread has to be a good shot. I can't remember last time I made bread. Fran says, yeah, that's weird, David. Yeah, it is a bit strange. Maybe I'll rethink that one. It definitely is a favourite smell. Right, okie dokie. So, I've got my selection of brushes out here. Look at all these. I'm so excited to play with them. So what I'm going to do for you is we're going to get the Harmony paints out. I'm going to do like a metallic blend on this frame that we've got. A nice quick project, which you could take your time with as well. Got my trusty paint palette out here with me for the show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to blend onto here. And please as well, any more smells, let me know. I love knowing stuff like that. I just find it fun, find it interesting. And also as well, something else I would love to ask you all is what is a tradition in your family that's never faded out? Something that either is being passed down from grandparents, something you do for the grandkids, something you do for your children, a tradition on Christmas Day that is unique to you and your family, or maybe not just to your family, but something that you always do without fail. What is it you always do? I know there was the Christmas tradition in our family growing up was that my granddad and my uncle and a lot of the lads, they'd all go for a drink in the afternoon in the pub just for an hour and then come back not long before Christmas dinner. That was like very much a nostalgic tradition. I always remember that because I obviously used to always stay in the house, me and my sister, and we'd be running around playing, helping and stuff like that. That was like very much a tradition for us. But yeah, I'd love to know like what was your tradition as a family on the day. Yeah, because I know lots of you, some people have maybe a unique type of food that they eat. And we are in the run up to Christmas now. It's Christmas next week.
Yeah.
Christmas Day is next week. Oh my goodness. Ethan, have you done all your shopping? He's shaking his head. Right, okay, Ethan's not done all his shopping. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, it can all be done in a day. There we go. I always try and do mine in a day. And then I'm going to put some silver. And then we're going to get some pearl. So what I have out here in front of me is the brand new Cadence Harmony paints. You've got your gold, you've got your copper, pearl and silver. Now I'm going to use one of these wonderful soft brushes here, and I'm going to pick up some of the gold and start to take it off the brush, and I'm going to use a very small amount. And you can see, just starting, look at that, oh my gosh, this paint is just a beauty. Just starting to dust over the top, and I've gessoed this frame in black gesso. You could have it in white gesso if you wanted to, but I'm going to bring the gold, here we go, and start to really work into this, just on these nooks and crannies. Now let's go in with a bit of copper and the gold and start to blend these colours together to get a little bit of a, oh look at that, it starts to just manoeuvre into that gold paint. So already we've really warmed that up, just a small amount there. See if we've got any more comments coming through as well. Let's have a little look. Oh, Sue Turner says, and good morning to you, Sue. It's wonderful to see you in the comments. There's one new tree decoration on the tree. It's gone to my grandchildren now. Oh, wonderful. That's a very strong tradition of us. Every year we will always buy, me and my partner, now since we moved in together, we'll always buy a new ornament for the tree. And it's usually like either a nice one that we find and it's either got a memory or just something funny, something like that. It's got a bit of sentimental value. We'll always buy a new ornament for the tree. And that's kind of like something that we've always started now as well. It's kind of like a new tradition for us too. It's nice to make new traditions, I think, as well, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, Karen Miller says, when I lived in a pub, the highlight was opening up Christmas Day and seeing all the new ties and socks and jumpers parading in the bar from the customers escaping their wives and kids. Karen, that's such a wonderful, nostalgic story. I think that's brilliant. Oh my God, I remember. So it was Christmas morning and we'd gone over to my grandmother's house. My grandma was like the glue of the family. Always loved hosting. She was always hosting, always wanted people round. So all of the men, all of the, the dads and the all the uncles, all the brothers, other than me, I always wanted to stay in with the women. I always used to like running around and we're doing stuff in the house. They always go out to the pub. And my grandmother, she was having a bit of a nightmare with the turkey. Something was going wrong with it. I don't know whether it was timings are off or something. She put it in and it wasn't on. And I just remember having this little miniature Bell's whiskey and she was just shotting it like this because she was so panicked, thinking, oh, they're all going to be back in an hour and we're so behind. And it was just that frantic atmosphere on Christmas. And it was exciting, but I love that. Seeing everyone coming in the new ties and socks, that's fabulous. Tracy, thank you for getting in touch. Says, me and my dad always had a sherry craft original. When cooking the dinner, I love the smell of mulled wine. Oh, I agree with you, Tracy. And that's such a wonderful memory as well to encapsulate for Christmas. The smell of mulled wine has to be one of the most festive smells ever. That's a really good shout, actually. I didn't even think of that one. I have a lot of smells that remind me of Christmas. A weird one as well well, a lot of people think this, probably think this is weird, is the smell of tinsel. That, I think, is one of the most nostalgic Christmas smells, tinsel. If you've got some tinsel at home, smell it. And you'll know. Yeah, that's it. Amber says the fustiness smell of the decorations when they come out of the loft. I think that's a really good one. Okay, so you can see now how this gold and this copper have now blended into one another. Remember how I'm using here brand new paints from Cadence to actually create this? We go a bit more gold, and I'm using hardly any. Look at how much I'm taking off the brush. I'm literally removing all of it. I'm just keeping a teeny tiny bit on the tip of the bristles. And look at these brushes as well. The paint has not ridden up all of the bristles. It's stayed very close to the, well, I would say probably around about a quarter of the way of those bristles there. It's not harbouring the paint. That's quality brush and quality paint being used hand in hand. I love that about this. So let's start to pick up some more of that copper now. Bring that through. And we could add a touch of silver in there, which is just going to add a slight tarnish to it. It'll take off a little bit of the orangeness of the copper and allow it to be really gentle and really subtle, which I think is just going to look absolutely magnificent. Also as well, you can't go wrong gessoing this black first, but already you can see the effect that that is having on this. We are of course very bright in this studio, but you're starting to see already how these paints are covering this just, well, exquisitely. And I wanted this to have a very authentic look around it. Now this frame is made of plaster. It's a reconstruction, it's not an antique, but I love to be able to create that authentic look and feel, especially with Cadence. And this has been done so easily. Now I'm brushing my, making sure to go onto the inside of this. I've missed a little speck just there. I think that needed a little bit more paint. And then let's go back again to copper. Let's have a little look and bring that through. Start to warm that up. So if you've collected Cadence before and you've got quite a few Cadence paints and you're looking to add to that stash, this is going to be a brilliant one to do. Okay, it is a fabulous paint, all brand new from Cadence, and being able to share with you new bottles of paint is just a dream of mine. I absolutely love it. Here we go. So bring that round, really sort of knocking it back and forth there, building up the colour. There we go. And then now let's bring in some of that gold. I'm going to turn this frame around towards yourselves at home so you can all see that. Bring in just the gold now. And look at how the colours there are just blending. Just going back over that copper just to pick out some of the detail. I'm actually going to look up here a second because I've got a little bit up there I wanted to fill too. Put that to one side. Ooh, got a lovely comment in from Deborah. Let's have a little look. She says, I love the smell of creosote. Oh, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is, Amber?
No.
Oh, you have to tell me what that is, Deborah. Love the smell of creosote. I hope I'm saying it right. Rain on a dry ground. Oh, and a real Christmas tree. Yes, when you've had rain on like a summer's day and it's on the ground, I love that smell. And yeah, real Christmas tree. That is a great smell. And is the Christmas tree a tradition or a smell? But either way, I love them both for both reasons. Thank you so much for sharing that, Deborah. It's wonderful to see everyone's comments as well. And it's great to hear from you all. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. We've got a great week lined up for you today. Busy one at that too. We've got launches. We've got new paints from Cadence today. As well, Mel's going to be with you, I think, at 1 o'clock. She's got wax melts. I'll probably join her for that show. And then as well, this evening, I believe we have got an embossing show for you, which sounds rather exciting. Now, what I've done here is I'm continuing to go back and forth with this colour. I'm blending purely gold and copper together for this one. It's given us a wonderful warm colour to both the copper and the gold. They combine together beautifully. They have the same undertone, which gives them this real radiating, sort of fiery feel to them. It's not yellow. It's not a yellow warmth as well, which is really sometimes quite tricky to avoid in gold paints. You tend to all of a sudden get this yellowing, and it can look really sort of, it makes the gold look quite cheap, whereas with this, it feels and looks quality. So I'm going to go in with a bit of copper onto this sort of braiding that we've got going down here, which I think will look lovely. And I'm going quite quick with this, but it's a technique where I'm literally dry brushing back and forth in where you can sort of go relatively quickly, and also you don't have to be too conscious of your brush strokes. You can just freely paint, and that's one of my favourite ways to paint, is paint in a freedom style, because it gives you far more creativity. You can be a little bit more expressive with your work, and you don't have to worry too much about staying in the lines because you make your own. So what I'm doing here is I'm going now over this detailed work with a bit of that copper to bring that out. Let's put a little bit over here. And I've not actually dried any part of this project. I don't know if you notice, I've not once got the hairdryer out and started to blow dry, anything like that. I've just continued to build up all of this colour. And then let's bring in a bit of silver. Okay, a bit of silver just in the areas either side of where we've got detail. And it almost just adds a little bit of aging. You see that little bit of aging that's going on in there, and that's on top of that golden copper. So bring that round, and it's almost just adding a layer of what I would call maybe a patina, which is nice to see. And it's interesting using gold and silver in the same project. A lot of people typically don't use them together, but I love playing with colour. Bring a little bit more of that silver underneath here. Bring a bit down there too. There we go, a little bit more silver just in there. There we go. And then a little bit just in there as well. And then we'll start to tuck some in the nooks and crannies of this. And it adds a bit of depth actually. It allows all of the detail to really start to come out. So we're going really into it now and just building up some of those techniques. And it's allowing us to sort of push the gold and the copper to the surface. Now I used a little bit much there, so I'm going to take a bit off my brush and go in with a bit of gold just to top that over. There we go. If I just hold this towards you for a second, bit of silver in there, and you'll start to see what the effect is that we're going for right now. Look at this. How wonderful is that coming together? And that has been done in a matter of minutes. Now where I've got maybe a harsh contrast between silver and gold, it enables all of that colour there to come forward, and it just sings beautifully. I mean, look, I've still got a sort of remnants of the gesso in the background in areas, which is not an issue. I like that, it adds to the depth. But just going in with a little bit of paint, I'm going to bring a bit more silver in, just here, stroking it down. Okay, a little bit up there, need some more just up there as well. Bring a little bit into this pocket just under there. There we are. A little bit down here. Like that. And then I'll bring the gold. And then I'm laying that gold back over here now, quite thick, just to bring out a sparkle. And then what I'm going to start to do is bring in some pearl. So now let's use just the pearl on its own, and that can sit over the top, and look at how that pearl is almost gilding the tips on there now. And we're using all of these colours together in one project. So the pearl is now adding that touch of elegance to the top of this project. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? So we've got like white gold, we've got white copper. It's all just building together really nicely. Around here, a little bit on there too. Bring a bit round there. And then on the crown, you see this frame's missing a section, but I quite like that about it. It adds to its character. And then a little bit of pearl just on there, a little bit on that brow as it comes down. And I really wanted to just take you through a start to finish project really with paint. So not only is it good to get a clear understanding of how the paint moves, but how also that paint can be utilised in a full-scale project, not just to decorate a die cut or to add through a stencil, but to actually use raw paint as it is in its original form and just bring a project to life. And I'm just going in and sort of tickling the surface. Where I can see in the studio the light is being captured, I can see the light sitting on the tips of this here. So I'm going back in with that pearl, focusing on where that light is sat, and it really helps you to gauge whereabouts the light should be. So on here where it's sort of rounded, I've got a highlight area there, so an area I can zone. Just going with my finger after to smooth that down. And I've used the same brush for this whole project. Oh, that made me jump then. I was really locked in, locked into our painting, and lovely Becky's come in. And I'm just brushing over so gently onto this frame. So if I pick up a bit more of that pearl, just on this here, I'm just going, oh, I picked up silver there, it's not an issue. I'm going to take that off there, and a little bit more pearl, and you can see just on the rounded area of this frame, just adding that little highlight really brings it to the surface, just like that, round here. And this originally was jet black, and we've taken it through the course of about 15 minutes on an entire journey. And it's given us loads of different colours contrasting in there, and it was actually a piece of plaster that had paint splattered all over it, and now it has got a wonderful antique finish to it, where you've got copper, gold, silver and pearl all being used in one project. For any of you that have missed it, I'm going to do the exact same process on here on this gentleman right there to show you how you go from the jet black start to a complete gilded finish. I am really happy with how this is transformed and come out to us. I love as well in some areas how it's almost turned brown, where you've got that gilding mixing with the gold, and that silver on top just adds to the effect. It's absolutely spectacular. Traces, wow, it looks amazing, thank you. Was it a charity shop find? I think it was at one point a charity shop find. It's just one of my favourite blanks to showcase the paints on. Been painted a fair few times, has everything at Highlight Crafts, but it just enables you to see the quality of the paints and how they work as well. Let's have a look. Oh, Pat says, I love the smell of petrol and exhaust fumes when a car first starts up. Becky's probably thinking, well, that's random. I have been asking everybody to share their favourite smells. Becky, have you got a favourite smell?
Favourite smell?
Yeah. I said I absolutely love the smell of new tyres. Like in a mechanics, you can smell the tyres. And when we used to get new plimsolls for school, I love the smell of the rubber sole and also the smell of freshly baked bread.
I do like a blown out candle.
A blown out candle. I love, yeah, that's quite a nostalgic smell, a blown out candle. Yeah, let's get your favourite smells in, everybody. And if not, make sure you get them in at some point today. Ooh. Leslie says, I don't know what creosote is.
Creosote's like what you'd put on like a fence or like decking.
Oh, is it? Well, like
Yeah.
a varnish.
Yeah, but it's like a thin
Oh, okay.
liquid that like soaks into it. It's like a treatment.
Oh, okay. There we go. It might smell good, but after working with it for a while, that'd give me a headache. Yeah, Leslie. Now I know what you mean. Thanks, Becky, for clearing that one up. Right, okie dokie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you now another product, and we've got a great bundle on the show for you. It is your distress paste, and it is also your Cadence wood graining tool. Now, your wood graining tool comes to you like this. It's like a rainbow topped to it. Okay.
Sorry, I'm practicing.
Oh,
I've not seen that.
have we got a question on the screen?
No, it's just it's an info box.
Oh, info box. Oh yeah, everybody. If you would like to just read Amber's Amber's comment in the top there, if you do actually, and of course we've just reached in our second hour, so it would be wise actually to introduce you to the show if you've not yet joined us, if this is your first hour. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. I've got Becky on cameras, and I do also have Amber producing and directing the show. If you've joined us for this one and for any of our shows today, we're celebrating Giftmas for you. Oh, we've got a warning. There we go. Look at this in flashing red lights above me. If you're shopping with celebrating Giftmas for the course of the week up until 26th of December, 13th to the 26th. And with every single order that you place, if you spend £30 or over, and it's a physical order where parcels items will be sent to your house, you will get a free gift. A Christmas present in there from us. Now, it will be tailored to your order as well. So if you've been shopping for maybe a Cadence show, expect to see something in there, maybe like a stencil, a paintbrush, maybe a canvas, something like that. You could be getting inside there. Of course, if you're shopping for a scan and cut show, it could be something to do with a show of that nature, which is rather exciting. But yes, definitely they will be tailored to your specific purchases, which is great. I remember some shops like I'd be buying all like weekly food shop as I usually would. Then I'd get a voucher through for baby formula, and I'd be like, oh, Amber's really going all out now with the things. She's discovered a new button, which is great. I look forward to seeing more of that in the shows.
Like practicing on the hour.
You're practicing on the hour. She's learning on the job. um, does it stay there the whole time? It's getting bigger. Oh my goodness! Eventually you'll just be able to see the bottom of my double chin, and that'll be it. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
It could be smaller.
I don't know. It's entirely up to you. Amber's having great fun with that though. We've got a brand new launch for you today. It is Cadence. It's brand new Harmony paints. We've launched them this hour for you. Been really excited because it's going to be our last new product launch of 2025. And they are metallics from Cadence. Shop Harmony, $14.99 for these ones. You are going to be receiving 4 pots. You've got your copper, gold, silver and pearl inside there. 59 mils, 4 paints in total. Should be $27.96 down to $14.99. Amber, what are you doing? It's like Tetris. Oh, well, hopefully you'll see that again later on during the show. But that is your Harmony paints. They are a brilliant new paint. So welcome to the hour. We're going into our second hour now of Makeover Monday. Now this box, I've had it on a few shows recently and I painted it a few times. So I'm going to show you something different with it today. We're going to actually rice paper the top. I've had a different idea. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the side first. I'm just going to quickly grab some hybrid acrylic to start off with. Now, if you want hybrid acrylics and you want 36 colours, we do actually have a selection on the counter just there where you are getting 36 hybrid acrylics today for $8.99. Those are your tester pots. You've got a brilliant bundle price today to go for all of those 36 colours for $8.99. It's a ridiculous deal. It's honestly fabulous. If you are into your paint, you like your Cadence, or you just want to stock up using these for decorative painting with Stephanie, anything like that, this could be one of the last times that we share this deal with you. $8.99 though. For that one, it is. What's the code? Sorry, Amber, for that. It's the 36 acrylic paints, the tester pots. It is Shop Paint. And that one is $8.99. Should be over £40. It's a brilliant deal. Definitely want to take advantage of that one today. Right, I've got some of that Cadence cut and use foam that I showed you just a few moments ago. Now this was painted already in a different paint. And I'm just going to take the acrylic all over the top like this. Okay, and I'm just painting that all over. See how well it covers acrylic paint just with a Cadence cut and use foam. It's literally covered the entire of that wooden box. I'm also going to do the back here. Look at this. It's fabulous. It's literally covering the entire wooden box. Now, the reason why I'm using acrylic over the top of this wood before I do the wood graining is because what we want to do is seal it. Okay, now you could use an aquastone, but I want it to be a white base, so I've got the wooden texture on top of a white base. And this is actually the shade Champagne, very festive, that I'm using for this one. There we go. Yikes, got that everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab a little bit of tape because I'm just going to try and cover those hinges the best I can, just to give that a little bit of block out. There we go, and then I can touch up around it. This will just make it much easier when I'm doing like a big stroke of paint. So just put a little bit of washi tape over those hinges, like this. There we go. And then we're going to go straight in with our cut and use foam again. We can kind of just go over the hinges now. There we go, like this. And then just take that sponge all the way around. And you can see how well it covers basically the whole panel of wood in one go. Wonderful. Now I'm going to pop that sponge in water, and then I'm just going to, let's grab something small. Probably not just use it with my fingers. Oh, the paint pots have sold out, everybody. If you went for those acrylic paints, congratulations, they've all gone. Did I mention it could be one of the last times that we're going to be showcasing that deal for you? And it turned out to be the case. They've gone, so congratulations if you got yours. Well done, everyone. Make sure to check out, though. Right, okay, so I'm just going to quickly grab a bit of that paint now just to touch up around the edges because I just masked that off quite sort of roughly just so I could block out the areas. It made it much quicker, though. And then I could just touch up with a little bit of paint. There we go. Like that. Don't have to be too precious with this because we are going to use our liquid wax on here, which will actually add to the charm of the piece in total. There we go. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to focus back on this side here, which was painted just a few moments ago, and we're just going to dry it, okay? And we're going to be using on here that Distress Paste bundle, okay? So just make sure this is nice and dry, and just open the box beforehand so it's sealed, okay? Oh, okie doke, we've got another addition to the show for you. We're going to come to that in a few minutes' time. Right, let's seal this up and get it closed. We're now going to do our effects. What we want to do with this is, in our paint palette here, we're going to take some of our Cadence Distress Paste. You can see I've been using mine for a fair while now. It lasts years, okay? As long as you keep the lid, keep it nice and tight, it lasts years. I must have had that pot for at least 2 or 3 years. And I'm going to grab my palette knife, and I'm just going to take on the back of that palette knife a little bit of Distress Paste. That'll be more than enough to do this entire project. I don't need a great amount at all. And we are also going to be using our wood grainer. Now for this project, I'm also going to use a spritz bottle with some water in it, okay? So, going to grab your Cadence cut and use foam, and you want to trim off just a small amount to spread the paint evenly. So I'm going to take little block like that, just a little cube of your cut and use foam, and inside that Distress Paste we're going to mix with water, okay? Small amount of Distress Paste into the water, okay, and this is going to loosen it up completely. Alright, a little bit of water, a little bit of Distress Paste, it thins it down. You can use extender for this. Water is also fine if you want to save your extender for your decorative painting. So now what you have there is basically a solution of a watered down Distress Paste. Then you're going to take it to your project, okay, like this. And you're going to go all the way over. You're going to go quite rogue with your sponge. And you might be thinking, oh my goodness, what a mess. That looks crazy, David. Look at that for a paint job. Well, watch this. You're then going to take your wood graining tool, and I'll show you this in a repeat process. You start from the top and hold it flat. You start from the top and you work your way back, and you create your wood grains like that. Isn't this fabulous? Now this bundle comes to you for just £8.99. It should be just under 20 quid. It's £8.99 for your wood grainer and your Cadence Distress Paste as well. Now if you weren't happy with the way that those wood grains just turned out, before it's dry, look, you can go back into it. I can literally zigzag back and forth on here. It does not matter what the paint looks like at all. Now before we go down this time, we're going to use the texture side, which has got our bristles on, and we're going to go with those first to create lines. Doesn't matter if they're slightly wonky, like that. And then you hold it with the rainbow side facing away from you like this. So it's facing everybody at home. Pop it here, and as we draw through, we rock it like this. It comes back and forth, okay? You want to literally rock it like that. So I'm starting here, it'll go there and rock back. When you do that rocking motion, that's what creates the wood grain. So again, rock, rock, like that. If I missed a bit on the end, go through and rock again. You could go in again and rock. Look at that. And you are creating wood grains. It is so simple to do. Now you could actually, if you really wasn't too happy with it, spritz over the whole thing or use a wipe and you could take it off. If you thought, I'm not happy with how that's turned out at all, I want to start again, give it a spritz. Because you've used that hybrid acrylic, you can remove it and take it away. That's how good this product is. So we're going to go from scratch again, a little bit of Distress Paste, a little bit of water, mix the two together, onto the wooden box, pre-primed with hybrid, and then all over, take that wood graining tool, back and forth, a little bit in there as well, or go straight over again to get all of that wood graining done. It's brilliant. And then let's go onto the back here. A little bit more Distress Paste, a little bit more water. Give it a quick spritz. Pop my bottle just there. So easy to work with. Now you can actually spritz over the wood as well, just to give it a little bit more of a slide, if you like. All over here, Now this is going to be a bit tricky because I've got the hinges to think about, so we need to be cautious of that. There we are, pick those up, all the way around, and then we're going to go here, like that, inside there, just afterwards, and just before, and just down that side again. So now we've got our wood grain in all over the back of our box, which has given us a wood graining texture all around the sides. How good is that? It is a fabulous product. I'm obsessed with this. It's a brilliant medium. The distress paste itself on its own, I'm sure, is around about £10. The tool itself is, I think, about £8.99. You've got the entire bundle today for £8.99 for this. It's fabulous. That distress paste goes so far. You don't even have to water it down for every project. It's just for this one. When your wood graining tool, though, has been used, make sure to thoroughly wash it. So just go into all those grooves on there, follow the grooves around with your brush. Take something like a spritzer here, just to clean that down. There we go. You want to keep it nice and clean so those little rubber grooves stay all nice and pristine. Take a cloth, dry it off, and keep it nice and clean, just like that, okay? For under £10 today, you can be creating a faux wood effect. It is brilliant. Now what we're going to do as this dries, because this will probably take around about 10-15 minutes to dry, or we could speed it with a hairdryer and it'll take just a few seconds. We're then going to rice paper the top to make it a Christmas Eve box, which I think would look wonderful. But in the meantime, whilst that is drying, I'm going to go back over and take you through some of the items that we do have on today's show, because we have reached the busiest part of the hour. So I'd love to take you through that and show you what we do have available. Coming first to that incredible bundle with that wood graining tool. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, so as mentioned just a few moments ago, that bundle with that wood graining tool is a fabulous, fabulous offer. You have got 150 mils of distress paste, a medium that's fully waterproof, can be used on ceramics, metal, also wood itself, paper and cardstock, great for stamping and blending with. You can use it neat as a paste, or you can thin it down like I did, meaning use hardly any at all. But you're also going to get this with it, your Cadence wood graining tool. Really easy to hold, silicone mould. It literally grips firmly into your hand. You've got the textured bristles on one side, and then you've got all of the rounds on the opposite, giving you the ability to create that wonderful wood grain texture. Really easy to do. Anybody can do this. It's one of my favourite ever tools to actually use during festival projects, because so many people come in and say, oh, I've seen that before, but I've never tried it. And they have a go and they go, okay, let's try that again. And then they just fall in love. Everyone loves it, and they want to do it on card, on paper, want to do it on glass, everything. Well, the wood graining tool and the distress paste comes together for £8.99, okay? Brilliant deal there for you. Shop wood for that one. Right, okay, I'm going to take you to the hero of the day, okay? The brand new release, the brand new product from Cadence itself. This is Shop Harmony. It's £14.99 for a brand new set today of your Cadence Harmony paints. Now, you are getting the copper, the gold, the silver and the pearl all together for one combined price of £14.99. I was using these just a few moments ago to create that wonderful blended frame. It enables you to have a superior slick finish for a metallic tone here out for any craft project. Whether you're going to be using these onto wood, onto metal, whether you're going to be using them onto fabric, onto card, onto clay, ceramics, resin, anything like that, they flow freely. I'm just going to grab the frame that I did earlier. There was a lot of in that sentence, but look at this. This is now dried. We gessoed this black and painted it from scratch using these paints. And you can see how you can take a tone so bright and bold and make it antique as well, just using these four colours. The gold and copper played a real key role in creating this stunning framed piece. But look at that. That there is the copper that was used to create this frame. That's how you can completely manipulate the tones. The silver was then used to completely tone down this design. When I've mentioned to you before about using your darks and your lights to create that element of depth, that's exactly what was done here within this project, and we did it in minutes together. And it's dried beautifully in a matter of time, minutes to dry. Shop Harmony, £14.99 for that set there for you. Should be £27.98. I do believe we've got a tote on the show. We totally do. Right, okay, I'm going to share with you that tote. Now, this here is a Cadence stuffed tote bag, okay? Let's move some bits and bobs to one side so I can showcase what's actually going to be in here for you. Okay, right, I can already see that this is going to be well worth over £100. This tote bag is $39.99. It's UK only because of the weight as well. It's a mystery tote, so what I'm about to share with you will vary. But before we go into the Cadence, I'm going to show you this. We actually have stencils in here. You have got here a set of 2 embossing and detail stencil. They're from Craftmaster, which I'm going to say for those, you're probably looking at about $8.99 on its own. You've then got an antique panel, a wonderful 8x8 stencil there. You've then got an A5 floral swag there as well. And then you've got that wonderful fairy tale fairy design. There you're looking at least about £30 to £40 in stencils before we've even gone into the Cadence. So essentially everything that you're going to get inside here, plus that tote bag, is next to nothing. Right, let's have a little look, shall we? Oh, we've got a Cadence strip set inside here. Set of 6 neutrals in this one. That's coming to you. You've then got, some Cadence artsy stones. Okay, we've got those inside there. A Cosmos ceramic paint, so you can create a stone effect on any surface. We've then got for you the Cadence Handy Lacquered Paint. This is an all new generation glossing lacquer material. It self-levels and adds a wonderful enamel finish. You've got hybrid metallic in there, great for all-round crafts. You then have got step 1 and step 2 of your fabric crackle medium. This goes on any fabric surface, machine washable, and it creates crackle on the texture. You've got both medium. I think they're about £20 for the pair of those. Glitter hybrid acrylic. Hybrid acrylic combined with glitter. Wonderful mint colour there. Vintage home decor wax used to create a separation layer between paints and to seal it in wooden furniture. You have then got a style matte paint. Create a porcelain finish on any project. This is your matte effect. 120 mils. A liquid jewellery 3-dimensional pen filled with paint. You then have one of the famous Cadence mixed media ink sprays. And then, not to forget, you're also getting the Cadence tote bag, which can only be purchased in this bundle. And it's going to come to you with everything inside it. That is a brilliant deal. It should be $44.99. That's what the deal was going to be. But the deal is actually $39.99. You have got inside, I mean, that product there was £15 on its own. You've got well over £130 worth of product inside here for $39.99. Monumental saving during the show here today. Shop toe, $39.99 for that one. I don't think there's many of these left either. Oh, 15% of those have already gone as well. Flying on that one. Do not miss the deal on these. This could be a last-minute Christmas present. Maybe thinking, right, okay, maybe you have a budget of what you spend on here when you think, I've got that much left for them, or I've got something for myself. With that as well, remember, you're also going to be getting that treat. You're going to get that present. That's going to be posted and sent out to you. If you're spending £30 or over today, you're getting a Christmas present sent to you. We're celebrating Giftmas here at Highlight Crafts. That will come to you. With every physical order, spend £30 or more, from the 13th to 26th of December, you will receive a free gift. You can see it just there at the top of the screen as well. Presented beautifully in pink by Amber. Different colour. Red, too much. Christmas. Right, okay. Oh, what have we got here? Right, in this one, we have the apron. So this is your apron stuffed bag. Oh my goodness, you're going to get your very own Cadence apron. Okay, that's going to be coming to you alongside all of this product. So I'm going to whiz it through. I'm going to whiz through this for you, because in here, again, a whole stack of stencils. Again, designs will vary. We've got a Christmas layering set there for you. We've got a wonderful geometric design. We've got the, look at that big swirly peacock. And then we've got the layered poinsettia. All those stencils, again, you're looking between £30 and £40 of value sat there. You've then got another set of Cadence test strips, style matte paints, Cadence ink spray. You are joking me, there's a distress paste inside here. There's a Dora metallic inside this one, a crackle medium, step 1 and step 2 of course. And then you also have a hybrid metallic, an antique powder paint. You've then also got for you a wonderful deep green vintage wax inside there. You've got a vintage legend, a textured gesso inside there. And you also have one of the Venetian touch paints. You're getting the ability to get a full flavour, a full dosage of Cadence in one bundle for an incredible price of £39.99. Don't miss out on this though. That is a fabulous deal. You're getting all of that Cadence for that price. I mean, if you want to stock up, this is what you do, and this is what to go for. If you join us here at the festivals in the Academy, wear your Cadence apron when you come and see us as well. We'll know that you've got the bundle then, and you'll have lots of Cadence. If there's anything that you receive inside these bundles that you're not sure how to use, don't hesitate to send us an email. If there's anything that you've not seen before, drop us an email and say, can David tell me how to use this, please? And I will absolutely do that. Not an issue at all. But that there for you is Shop Apron, £39.99. Wonderful. Right, okie dokie. Just want to mention as well the brushes that we looked at earlier on. Busy for those. These are stunning. 12 pieces in total. Just look at all of these. I'm going to pop them out for you in here, because these are from Royal and Landnickel. We introduced these for, of course, the Cadence range for decorative painting, for glazing and glossing, and they are absolutely wonderful to craft with. Now you're getting all 12 of these brushes, okay? Shop Gold for these. Your gold bristled brushes, more there. I can't even hold them all, there's that many. £22.99 for this. An incredible offer, considering the fact that you're getting 12 in total. You're going to get 4 of your 3-inch, 4 of your 2-inch, and 4 of your 1-inch brushes, okay? Great for your handy lacquered paints, for creating an enamelled finish, for glossing and glazing, aquastone, all that sort of stuff, base coating, big surface coverage, the lot. This would be wonderful for that. Multi-loading colours on brushes, as Stephanie shares with you, are great to do with these ones. That there for you is Shop Gold, £22.99. Right, okie dokie. Before we head back on over, let's have a little look as well down here. We do have that wonderful bundle here for you, where we've got your artsy stones with that style matte paint, okay? That there is just Shop Pate. Shop Pate. Shop Patty for that one. I swear it didn't say that earlier.
I'm sure it didn't.
Shop Pate, £9.99. That's a bit bizarre. You're not going to receive a pot of pate. You are going to receive indeed a pot of the Cadence Serious Paste, and you're also going to receive the small and the large arts. That's Christmas pate. You're going to receive both of those artsy stones inside there, and you're going to get that texture relief, which is wonderful. Right, okie dokie. I'm going to come over here. The gift box is drying, so I'm going to pop that to one side whilst we do another project, because we've got quite a few on the go today. Oops, which is wonderful. Let's have a look and see if we've got any more comments coming through as well. Let's just zoom out. We've got it all the way zoomed in there. Let's have a little look. Fran says, I have the tester pots. They are great for painting out of, then fill up as and when you need. Great shout, Fran. Love that. Fran says, nope, can't watch with that banner. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry, we've taken it down. I think Amber was having some fun with some buttons. Let's have a look. Oh, got a bit of tape stuck to the iPad. There we go. Anila says, oh wow, baby formula would have had additional vitamins. David, you could have used that. Obviously, we don't sell baby formula, but I meant in general, like at the supermarket, when you get random vouchers of things that you just never buy. With this, you're actually going to get a gift that's appropriate to what you've purchased. Oh, Julie says, the inside of classic cars. Wow. Inside of a classic car. A bluebell wood smell. That sounds wonderful. Walking through the woods with loads of bluebells. Bluebells smell amazing, don't they? Oh my goodness, Sue, congratulations, just got in touch and says, I got the new paints, the wood and the wax for £10.44 with points. Oh my goodness, thank you. Sue, that's amazing. I'm so excited. The lovely Sue has decorated me a from scratch incredible Christmas creation, I cannot wait. I think it's arriving today, Sue, isn't it? And I cannot wait to open it. I'm honestly buzzing about it. I do have in front of me here a set of silicone moulds. Now we're going to share this with you. Laura's delivered it here to my desk, so I'm going to quickly just outline what you get inside here. This is a massive bundle, and in fact I'll show you how these paint, because they paint beautifully. You are going to get inside here, I think it's 22 in total, 4. Let's have a little look. I'm going to get all of these out for you, because all in individual little bags. 5, 6, let's have a look, 7, 8, and then take another one, 9, 10, there we go, 11, see that one there, 12, you've got the 2 smalls in there, 13, 14, and then, oh my goodness, 15, 16, oh it's, let's have a little look, oh my goodness, this should be over £110, is that right, Amber? Oh my word, right, okay, I'm just going to gather these bags, because I've made a bit of a crowded mess there. Okay everyone, so you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that was counted that right. 18. I'm out of them. For $19.99. Oh my goodness. That is a crazy price. $19.99 for all of these silicone mouldings. Now, these are not a mould themselves. They have been created. So these are essentially the after product of a casting, but that's nothing, not to say you can't remake these at home, because if you had got that mould making kit and you were to set these into the bottom of it and pour the silicone on top, you would be able to create a mould out of these shapes. Or you could push them into your grog clay, peel them out and fill them with resin or plaster, which would be wonderful. This is £19.99. It should be £111.92. That is a crazy price. In fact, let's paint one and I'm show you what they look like. Amber, could be cheeky and ask if it's okay. I've got a bottle of water on my desk. Would I be able to have it? So I've got a really dry throat all of a sudden. Thank you, Amber. She's gone to go and get that for me. Forget talking for 2 hours is sometimes quite a long time, isn't it? So I just want to make sure I don't go all croaky on you. Right, okay, so let's continue working with the paints that we've got out here, because they're still active on our mat. So what I'm going to do is find my brushes. Here we go. And we're going to do another antiqued effect on here. Now I'm going to start to lay down first with a very sheer thin coat of copper. So I'm going to dry brush back and forth. Oh, thank you so much, Amber. Here we go. So I'm going to dry brush back and forth with this, just working into the mould. And as you dry brush, you create a little bit of friction. There we go. So with that friction there, take a bit more copper. And also as well, if you were to paint on quite thickly with this, you see there how I'm creating loads of brush strokes, okay? If you go on thin with your paints and back and forth, you don't get brush strokes, okay? It almost looks like it's been sprayed on. That's the effect you want to go for. And to help you with that, stop the paint gathering up in areas, paint in the direction of whatever it is you're painting, okay? So you can see I'm actually using these in sort of like a flowing motion. Go around here. And by the way, these are on a clearance price. When they're gone, they're gone. Shop bundle, $19.99 for this, okay? So go all the way around there, bringing that up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a quick blast. We said this paint can dry in a matter of about 5 to 10 seconds, which is crazy. Crazy time for paint drying. But we're going to quickly blast it. There we go. Just with our hairdryer. Oh, Karen Halbert says, I love the smell of logs burning on a fire. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, a log fire. There's no greater smell at Christmas, I think. We went to a little teepee tent for a hot chocolate, and inside there they had a little log fire, and it smelled amazing. It smelled so good. So I'm going to take some of that copper, again, just here, and start to brush this all the way over. There we go, like that. Back and forth, really building up that intensity with the colour. There we go. Oh, this looks wonderful. And now we're going to start to mix in. I mean, just have a look. I'll show you this before I do it. Look at the colour of that. That is with that copper. Isn't that amazing? And you can see there, it literally looks like it's been dry brushed, airbrushed onto it. that is with your brand new Harmony paints. It is stunning, and that is the copper shade. So let's start to go in with a few more colours now. I'm going to bring some gold into it. There we go. And start to build these up, and a little bit of silver. So a bit of silver and a bit of gold. And start to almost tarnish it in areas. Okay. Oh, Karen says, I miss a real fire, but not the mess cleaning and relighting it. Oh, I remember in our old house, we had a log burner. Oh, you'd have to clean it out every time you wanted to put the heating on. It was crazy. It would heat eventually almost the whole house. But yeah, it was a bit of a faff, especially when you were cold. It was the last thing you wanted to do. Right, okay, so let's start to go with a little bit of that gold now. Just going to dry that layer off. Here we are, and we're sort of toning down the intensity of that wonderful bright copper right now. So I'm just going to grab a really small brush. There we are. And start to bring some of this in. The gold's just going to lay on top of that copper in areas. There we go, like this. Now this is really starting to build up. Can you see now how it's warmer in the centre? You've got that warmth going on top of the copper. Very thirsty today. There we go. Just going to put that colour on here, like that. And bring this in. There we go. All the way around there. And then start to layer this up. Remember these paints, again, the $14.99 for 4 of them. They're brand new from Cadence. It's a new release. We'd love to be able to share a new product with you. Very lucky to do it just before Christmas as well. And now what I'm going to do is dry that off. And then go in with a little bit of silver. Start to lay the silver on top of those two, and it's going to slightly tarnish it. Okay. It doesn't look like you've used specifically silver to do it. It just looks like the colours have started to oxidize a little bit. So it adds to almost the authenticity of the design. See there how already those colours are already starting to gel together really nicely. Look at that. There we go. So a little bit more of that silver, just tapering down to the centre. Just there. There we go, getting that chiseled edge of that brush right into the nooks and crannies. Now these mouldings are going to look wonderful on furniture, on your MDF projects, 3-dimensional scan and cut pieces. They're lightweight as well, so you can be sure to know that if you are going to use them on something like that, they're not going to add too much weight to the project, but they're also very durable and you can cut them down to size. See now how we've got a mixture of those 3 colours combined in there. Look how stunning that paint is on here. Now, to use that paint in a similar formation on another object is something I'd like to share with you. I've got this gentleman here, our Apollo, and I'm going to paint him, okay? So I'm going to lay him down, and I'm going to do him quite quickly. I would usually probably spend best part of 45 minutes to an hour on a project like this, but I'm going to try and do it in less than 5, or maybe 10. We're going to see how we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more paint out in preparation. There we go, a bit of copper, a little bit of gold. Remember, these are your brand new colours. Shop Harmony, $14.99. Got those 2 there. Now let's start to go in with these. And we're going to go in with some copper and a little bit of gold mixed together, just so it softens it on. Oh, look at that. Okay, so what I did, to give you the backstory, this was painted. I used the Cadence Diamond Relief Paste to create texture, and then I gessoed it black. Okay, because now look at that. See that texture now on there? Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. So I'm going to pick up some colour and start to almost dry brush it all over, and we're going to blend all of the colours together in a similar way that we did with the frame. All the way around. Just start to bring that colour in as a base coat, really, to layer it all up. There we are. And it's picking out all of the detail really nicely. And when you're working on a project like this, you can be quite rough with your brush. You don't have to be too precious about where the paint is initially landing. We can tailor that within the next chapters of the project, really. So as we build this up, you can see already on there that metallic is laying down brilliantly onto the surface. Now let's take some of that copper, again now slightly more concentrated, and build that up around here. So we're going to take the copper and create a little bit more of a bronzy touch to this edge as it sort of melts into the gold. So the gold is going to be on this side, and just sort of fuse those two colours together. So you can see just there how we've gone from a really warm copper now into a really warm gold, just blending it through. Really easy, and you can almost load up both colours on the brush and then just go back and forth, and you'll see how they just work together really, really well. A little bit of silver in there too. And I'll just do the front facing side so we can do some other projects as well. Don't want to spend too long on him, but it would be nice to see how it all comes together, wouldn't it? And then just on the highlighted areas, go back in with those colours like this, start to build it up a little bit. Now the silver, you can use the silver in all of the nooks and crannies to create that depth, create that tarnish look and feel. There we are, so that's going to come down there where the light would naturally catch over the top. So again on his shoulder, down here, a little bit where the light would catch, on the tops of there. And it really just sort of sophisticates the paint a little bit. It allows the paints to work together, but that sophistication is really important to get you a professional finish. So you can see there, look at that, how the light is really capturing all of that detail. And this paint is so easy to work with. It's one of the easiest metallics. The consistency is just spot on for a variety of projects. It's something that everyone can introduce into their stash, having little to no experience with specialist paints, because this one, it's an everyday metallic. It's an everyday use. Variety of surfaces can be covered, which we love to be able to say that. With Cadence, as you know, so many of their mediums go into variety and create different finishes, whereas with this one, we can go into almost anything. And then let's take some of the pearl now. Some of that pearl just over the top in areas, there we go. And just bring that pearl, just laying it over the tops, the peaks of his hair, and over these ruffles there in his robe. A little bit down there as well, and you can start to see how it's really building up now. And let's put a little bit to the side. A little bit of pearl around here, on his neck there, on his cheek, on his brow bone, and then on his nose. And you can start to see how the colours are now really coming in with the light. Look at that. It is what, so you can see, of course, what he was like Phantom of the Opera. There we go. And then you can see there, all of the colours are starting to work together. Now, that was the effect we created on that big frame. I'm going to continue with him in a few moments. I would like to be able to show you, though, the artsy stones. Now, I'm going to pop these brushes in water. They'll be fine rested in water for around about an hour or two. You want to try and take them out of there after that, though, to get them nice and dry. Right. Blending with your stencils, paints through a stencil. Again, I'd like to be able to show you that we've got about 20 minutes left on the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some card. Here we go. Let's grab some black card. I've just got this to hand because it's in my painting caddy, and I'm going to take out some of that Sirius. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the small balls. So let's get some of this distress paste. This palette knife. Take the distress paste off the palette knife because it was on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from that bundle where you get your artsy stones and your Sirius. I'm just going to push it down like this. Okay. And you take so you could do that in a wonderful decorative finish, or you could stencil with it. Take these onto here and press them. Press them in just like this, okay, into place. And then let me take another piece of just copy paper or anything like that. Or in fact, let's see if we can get them back inside. There we go, like that. And you want to dry that in place, okay? So get your hairdryer. Give that a little dry. You might lose one or two. There you go. And we're going to give this a quick blast. And then what I would then do is coat that with gesso, let that dry, and then you've got a wonderful texture to be able to paint, okay? I'm just going to give it a best dry I can with the time that I've got. I know we can have a 2-hour show, but sometimes there's still never enough time, is there, to be able to showcase everything. Now, this bundle is shop paste. It's £9.99. It should be £18.97. Now the capella on its own is usually $12.99. So visualise that the capella is down to $9.99 for a show special, and then you've got your artsy stones for free. That's the way I would be shopping and looking at this today. I think that's a great, great price. Now, we're going to take some black gesso, which I think I've got somewhere on here. Let's have a little look. Have I got it with me? Let's see. I'm sure I bought some in with me. What have I done with that? There it is. Got it. Whenever I'm looking for something and can't find it, I hear Amber turn round as if to say, am I going to have to go and find it? Found it. Now, I'm going to go onto there now with that gesso. It's not quite dry under there, which is fine, but I wanted to try and dry the top layer. So I'm going in with that paint. There we go. Create that texture. See, it's definitely not dry there, but that's okay. Let's bring our hairdryer back in. Try and dry that off the best we can. Sort of grip it all together a little bit. There we are. Get in there now. Have you seen the dogs this morning, Becky, the picture?
I've not seen the picture, I've heard about them.
Oh my goodness. Stephanie's new puppies look absolutely beautiful. I'm so jealous right now. I'm sure we're going to get to meet them at some point. Probably sooner rather than later, but I think they need to settle in first.
Yeah, she was just saying they can't leave yet.
No. They can't leave, but they look absolutely stunning. Right, so what we have here is we have our artsy stones encapsulated in that Sirius, and then I've gessoed over the top of this. Okay, I'm just drying that off really quickly, because then what you then do is you capture all of that texture with your brand new Harmony paint. So I'll use something really light and delicate like a fan brush. Take a bit of that paint off, and then you can go in and you can fetch out all of the detail. Look at this. So let's go a little bit more of that paint. Really gently, almost gilding, a little bit of silver in there too. Just with that gold and silver together. Oh my word, that looks really nice. And imagine this through a stencil. And you've got all of that texture there encapsulated in the gesso and the paste together. That's how to use those artsy stones. It's so quick and easy. You can create fabulous finishes and effect with those. With the brand new Harmony paints, if I was to grab a stencil, I've got a couple of stencils just here. Let's have a little look. Let's take a stencil out from inside there. Okay. And I'm going to take some more black cardstock. Here we go, like this. I've got loads of swatch pieces that I can work with now. Put my brush in some water. And let's just take, if we've got any more comments coming through. Let's have a little look. Oh, we've got a question from Mary. Good morning, Mary. Good afternoon, should I say. David, on the frame you used as an example of the paints, how did you get the dark bronze colour? Did you add wax after painting with the Harmony colours? All I used, Mary, was the gold and the copper and the silver together. The silver toned down the copper and the gold allowed it to stay warm whilst being toned down. So all I used was those three paints. I didn't use anything else. The frame was initially already gessoed black, but those three paints, and then I just went over the top with pill to skim over. I'll show you that frame again at the end. Let's have a little look. Anila as well says, hi David. Hi Anila says, the paint you're using is water. If the paint you're using, is water-based. So if I want to leave the item painted with it outdoors, can I apply a varnish? Absolutely, Anila, yes. Apply a coat of Aquastone gloss or matte on top of it just to fully waterproof it. It should be fine, but it's just an extra layer of precaution if you wanted to give you that waterproofing quality with that paint. Now what I'm going to do, but yeah, great question. If there's any more, please don't hesitate to get in touch as well. Daphne, oh yes, I've not mentioned or spoken about it. You'll have seen the news over the weekend. Our lovely Corinne is coming to join us on a full-time basis here at Highlight Crafts, which we're really excited about. I most definitely am. It's going to be wonderful to see a nice variety as well on the shows. Lots of different creativity input is going to be going on as well. So check out, I believe in the new year, Corinne's going to be starting with, which actually is only a few weeks away. So she's going to have a wonderful Christmas. And then she's going to make her way down to Highlight Crafts and join us here, which is great, isn't it? It's wonderful. Let's take this little piece of cutting use, shall we? But yeah, Corinne's joining the family at Highlight Crafts. She's done a couple of shows with us and a couple of weekends, but that's it now. She's got a firm slot here, and we're really excited to see her. bring all of her ideas to the shows. She's a whiz on Minecraft Studio. She's brilliant at die cutting. She's so well known for, of course, leading within tattered lace with all of those collections. Sorry, do excuse me. And I really hope I'm not getting a cold. And of course, she is bringing all of that with her. Tattered Lace has had a revamp as well for 2026, and I very much believe that Corinne is going to be heading that up. So I'm really excited about seeing what she has to bring to us, because she's filled with ideas and she's really excited. So let's go in with the gold first through our stencil, and I'm going to use this as almost like a gilding wax. Okay, so I'm blending back and forth, and let's go in with a little bit of copper now through our stencil, and I'm almost burnishing it. See how I'm going round like this, circulating through the stencil. This is with that Harmony paint as well, by the way. So I'm using that Harmony paint, use this stencil as a bit of a palette as well, to blend through like this. Now a bit of gold, pick up some gold there, go back over where we started to warm that section there up. A little bit of warmth just through here, like that. Let's take a bit of gold now through that. Oh, I never got a chance to finish the Christmas Eve box. I'll have to do that in another show. See, I had so many ideas and then realised I don't actually have that much time. Okay, now look at that. That is paint through a stencil, and that is with that wonderful copper and gold being used together there. That is them being used in a single coat, layered together to create this wonderful fiery glow. That is Shop Harmony. It's £14.99 for the paints today. What I'm going to do for the last remaining few minutes of the show, because we only have about 3 or 4 minutes left, is I'm going to go back over and just take you through what items we actually have left. In fact, actually, before I do, oh no, I thought there was something else down there then. Right, I'm going to take you back over and have a little look, okay? And then Mel's going to be coming up in the next hour with wax seals, okay? So, what we have for you is a brand new launch today from Cadence here at Highlight Crafts. It has been brought to you at an exceptional price. Amber's putting some more banners on there for us. Thank you, Amber. This is Shop Harmony. It's £14.99. It should be £27.96. You've got a great saving today on this one. I mean, to have a launch, we have never done a Cadence launch of a brand new collection of products. We've had a single paint pot or a single medium here, maybe of that sort of price, but we've never actually done a collection launch for you of colours for a deal like this before. Under £15 for a Cadence launch, unheard of until today. You can get yours during the show, bless you, Becky, and you can get yours as well after the hour, because we do still have some left. We managed to get quite a bit of this in. But if you are wanting the paints, already over 20% of the stock of this paint has gone, okay? $14.99 should be $27.96 for this one. You're going to get 4 59ml bottles. And if you've already bought your Cadence Harmony paints, this is going to match, harmonise and mix together with all of those, which is a fabulous, fabulous attribute to that wonderful strand of Harmony paints from Cadence, and they're at a great price as well. Okay, so we do also have for you the matte metallics on the show. This is in your neutral set, your latest release from here at Cadence. This is a wonderful selection of 8 paints, should be £55.92, but down to £39.99 shop neutrals for that one. We then do also have the opulent selection down there for you. Shop opulent, £39.99 for this one. £55.92 is your full original price. Now, I'd love to take you... Oh, yeah, Mary as well. I said I would show this to you, didn't I? I said I would show you the frame. That was just using the copper, gold, and silver. I'm just going to grab the 3 paints there. That was using these 3 tones. And you can see how bright they are, but how you can really take them back just by using that silver to tone them all down again. Really simple and easy to do. Looks quite complex on a surface like that, but actually, as everyone saw that joined us for that demo, it was really, really easy to do. So that there for you was your Harmony paints. Now, something else that's been really busy during the show is your wood graining tool and your distress paste bundle. Now, the 2 of these products come together as one bundle for you. It's Shop Wood for this one. It's $8.99. It should be $19.48 for this. This is a brilliant deal. Superior quality, enabled to create a faux wood grain finish in a matter of minutes or seconds, really. Just mix a little bit of this with water, paste onto a painted surface, and blend. As well, Oh, 45 seconds. Oh my goodness.
45% of that is
Oh, 45% of this is gone.
yeah,
Oh my god. Well, I've only got a minute. 45%, almost approaching half the stock of this bundle has now gone. Oh my goodness, wow. It's a bit far busier than I even thought it was. £8.99 for that one, and I really enjoyed crafting with that and showing you how it all worked. Remember as well, as you're checking out today, if your basket is just shy of £30, you might want to put something else in there if it's going to be posted out to you, because as you can see at the top of your screen there we go. There we go, it's right there, right there. £30 on every order, you're going to receive a free gift in your parcel being sent out to you. That's on physical items being sent out in the post by a lovely postman. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for 2 hours, which what felt like 10 minutes. It always goes fast, it always does, but it's been a wonderful time to spend with you. Now, don't go anywhere. Mel is going to be up just through that wall in a few minutes' time for you with another show, creating wonderful work with wax seals. Have a great day. Remember to get those baskets checked out, and I'll see you later on. Bye.